Hi teachers, my name is Bridget Fisher and I am an exceptional ed teacher at Nashville School of the Arts, and I am just talking today to you about pre-eds and the fabulousness of it. So we have pre-eds here at NSA, and we have transition specialists that come in and work with our students, grades 9 through 12. They attend all of our IEP meetings. It's an invaluable resource. They are helping our students with part-time employment, with summer internships, with job shadow if they're interested in that, but maybe not part-time. They are working with our students as they near graduation, with helping with the FAFSA, with the Tennessee Promise. They help with talking to students about college entrances, admissions, essays. The beauty of pre-eds I have found for also after school is they're able to follow our students when they graduate, which is when we have limitations. When our students graduate, we're picking up a whole nother wave of students. And so sometimes that communication can end or at least become lacking. And so they're able to follow our students and families to community colleges, to four-year universities, trade schools, the workforce, and that collaboration continues on. The beauty of our transition specialist is she always is keeping us up to date after they have graduated with where our students are, and it's lovely to hear kind of what's going on with them after they've graduated. While they're in school, we've kind of called our transition specialist another counselor because the numbers are so much smaller in EE than a typical caseload for a guidance counselor in a high school. So they have a bit more time to do independent and individualized transition assessments. What do you want to do? Career interest inventories. And it's getting them looking at what's next, which is all things post-secondary. So it's just invaluable. Our transition specialist comes during our PLT time, which is kind of that study hall time. I know it's called different things at different high schools, but comes in and works with them during the school day. It takes a lot off of us of when we're focused on graduation and gaining credits and academic and passing classes. They bring that extra layer of support where when we're talking about part-time work, taking over that helps us not to kind of be aware of what's going on, but they take the lead on that. So it's very much helped us with outside in the community. In the IP meetings, they're sharing with families all the resources that they offer, and the families communicate independently with the transition specialist, which is also another level of ease on when our workload is also can be quite cumbersome at times. So it is just lovely. The students love the time in PLT, and it's just sometimes check-ins depending on the time of the school year. If it's fall, kind of getting to know our students. If it's spring, and depending on the grade level, it's looking at Tennessee Promise, FAFSA, graduation, summer internship, whatever is happening with that student. Obviously, as they get a little bit older, 11th and 12th grade, they need a little bit more time with our pre-eds transition specialists because they're getting ready to graduate. Another thing that I love is during exam week or during really high pressure times when there's tests happening, they're so accommodating on if a student really needs that day to be taking a test somewhere or getting ready for final exams. The students don't feel stressed if there's a day that's more focused on academic versus a pre-eds activity. And so she's just worked just beautifully with us on knowing what the kids need to do that day in PLT and working around it. So the students love pre-eds, and it's a lovely, invaluable resource. Our families so appreciate the support from pre-eds, and it's incredible. So cannot ask for a better program, a better resource, and we're so lucky to have our pre-ed specialist.